Education, Government of Karnataka in 2007. It's affiliated to Bangalore North University, accredited by NAC with B plus grade in 2016. It offers 4 undergraduate programs such as BA, BCom, BBA, and BSc in Computer Science. Every year, over 600 plus students enroll for various courses. The college has a very good infrastructure such as library with good lot of books, physics and computer lab, auditorium, and so on. To foster competitive spirit among students, the college offers value-added courses such as spoken English, computer skills, soft skills, entrepreneurial skills, theater workshops, webinars, and so on. Now, I am the moderator of this program and would like to give few general instructions to you all. I request all the delegates to mute themselves and turn off their videos in order to avoid the unnecessary distractions during the course of the webinar. I also request you all to put your queries during the session in the chat box. So you all need to put the queries, whatever the queries you have pertaining to the session should be put on to the chat box and which are dealt at the end of the webinar. So at the end of the webinar, your queries will be dealt. Now, I request our IQAC coordinator and head of the Department of History of our college, Dr. Gangadhar Ayya BR, to welcome you all. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Good morning to one and all. It's my privilege to extend a hearty welcome to one and all for this national webinar on Industry Academia Interlinkages, Bridging the Skill Gap. At the outset, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our beloved principal, Professor Shivanna M., who is striving hard in taking this institution to greater heights. Sir, welcome, sir. I take this opportunity to welcome our guest and resource person of this national webinar, Professor Sen B. Matthews, Director, Center for Employability and Corporate Relations, and Associate Professor at Christu Jayanti School of Management, Bengaluru. I take this opportunity to introduce our speaker, Professor S.N. Sen, sir. Sir is a life skills and soft skills coach and continuously spends his time in training the young talents to build their universal human values. Professor Sen, sir, is able to network with more than 200 plus companies and placed more than 30,000 plus students in the last 20 years. As a certified trainer, he has conducted more than 100 plus training programs. His certifications include Lean Six Sigma Green Belt, Trainer in Life Skills by Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India, Digital Marketing by Google. He has completed a course on Mindshift by McMaster University, Canada. Sensor is the recipient of Most Dedicated TPO Award 2020 and Best Faculty Award from ICFI Academy. His area of research is competency skill gap. Sir will be enlightening all of us on industry academia interlinkages. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to Professor Sen, sir, on behalf of IQAC, Government First Grade College, Gauri Bidnoor. Sir, welcome, sir. I extend a warm welcome to all the participants who have joined us online for this national webinar. Welcome to one and all, sir. I extend a warm welcome to all the head of the departments and faculty members of my college and the entire administrative staff of our institution. To sum up, I extend a hearty welcome to one and all who have joined us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, and welcome you too, sir.
Thank you.
Now, I would like to call upon Dr. Zabiullah, Head of the Department of Management Studies, to provide insight about the webinar. Over to you, sir.
A very good morning to one and all. I heartily welcome all the delegates for this online national webinar on Industry Academia Interlinkages, Bridging the Skill Gap, hosted by Government First Grade College, Gauri Bitnoor. Today, students in higher educational institutions brood over the values of their degrees and certificates. They ask, can our degrees and certificates get us any gainful employment? The parents and other stakeholders too anxiously ask, we have invested so much. What are the returns? Will our sons and daughters be employed in the near future so that they can lead a decent life? Or will it be a long or sometimes endless wait for them? These are not the wails of few individuals, but a large number of people who have sacrificed a lot to send their children to higher educational institutions with the hope that the degrees will fetch them good jobs. At this juncture, we need to raise a very relevant question. What is the aim of higher education today? Is it to impart knowledge or prepare students for jobs or both? What percentage of our curricula should focus on liberal education and what percentage should be skill oriented? Is there a crucial difference between being unemployed and being unemployable? Students passing out of higher educational institutions possess degrees but unfortunately not all are employable. They may have some domain knowledge, but they lack the aptitude and skills that will get them jobs. Their knowledge is preponderantly bookish and therefore it is sterile because it lacks application. Most students lack proper communication skills, and as a result, they cannot communicate even the little that they have learned in classroom situations. Most of them do not have emotional maturity to work in a team. There is a yawning gap between what they have studied and what the industry expects. In this endeavor, we have organized this webinar with the objective of unfolding the areas that educational institutions needs to focus in order to meet the industry expectations. It also aims to exhibit the ways in which the real interdependency between industry and academia be made relevant for improving the relevance of education in curricular development, pedagogy for teaching, new course offerings ahead, and other innovative models of convergence. With this, I conclude my words and hope that this webinar will create a new vista in this direction. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to hand over the session to our esteemed guest and speaker, Professor Sen B. Matthew, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. First thing, good morning to all, and it's a pleasure to be a part of this national webinar organized by Government First Grade College, Gauri Bitnoor, which is affiliated to Bangalore North University. I also wanted to thank Sri N.H. Shivashankar Reddy, who is the Chief Patron, Sri Shivanayam, who is the vibrant principal of Government First Grade College. We have Dr. Gangadhara BR. I was listening to his address. Thank you so much for giving an opportunity, sir, who is the head of history. And I wanted to, my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Sabiullah, who is the HOD of Management Studies and who has personally invited me and given this opportunity for this national webinar. I also thank Mrs. Akshata S., who is the Assistant Professor of Commerce, for that wonderful introduction she gave about me, and all the organizing committee members, coordinating committee members, highly distinguished faculty uh, panel who are from different colleges across the country. Uh, this is a very, very vibrant and a related topic which need to be discussed, deliberated, and continuously monitored. When I say this, I was reading to the abstract what is there in the flyer. Very rightly say, even though we have completed uh, 5, 6 decades of our academic journey, everywhere we go through National Skill Report, CIS Skill Report, on Hewitt Skill Report, the employability skills of the students who are coming out from top class higher education institutions are very, very poor. This is a feedback given in all the reports, which definitely make all the educators think what should do. And I think this topic is highly relevant. So today I'm not going to talk about the national educational policy. I'm not going to talk about what all we are doing in colleges. Everywhere we have webinars. Everywhere we have got national conference. Every college we plan for fest. Every college there is experiential learning. Every college talks about industry, academia, connect. Every college is ready to take projects. Every college wanted to have a collaboration with industry to ensure that this competency skill gap can be reduced. But the end result is once a student leaves from the college in front of all of us. So the question here is, we are doing so many things, we are planning so many conferences, we are doing a lot of webinars, but at the end of the day, why we are not able to enhance the employability skills of the students? It is a question in front of you, me, and everybody who is a part of conference. So let me thought of sharing my experience for the last 20 years, and as a director, Center for Employability and Corporate Relations, what I am doing in this particular space to bridge the competency skill gap. And I wanted people at the end, any question you have, you can please type it in the chat box. We will remain in a mute mode only. Please type it in the chat box. At the end, we will open the floor for Q&A session. So let me start off with my presentation, and I mean that my communication is really audible. Can anybody respond? What I am talking is highly, yes? Okay, I am able to see Gangadhara sir showing his hand, acknowledging. Thank you so much. Akshada ma'am also, thank you so much. Now I will show a small presentation which I have prepared. I think that is highly relevant to today's session. And this is the campus where I come from. A beautiful campus, started in 1999 with 9 students. Now we have 9,000 students from 23 different countries. That is all about institution. During the last India Today survey, Christu Jayanti College Autonomous Bengaluru is ranked as the best emerging college of the century, rank 1 in arts, science, commerce, in all the verticals. A top rated B school where top notch companies come for hiring. This is the campus where I come from. And I'm also happy that one of my professor from the School of Business, Professor John Pradeep, is also a part of this conference. So let me show this picture to you. You are working in government first grade college. I am in Christu Jayanti College. Everywhere we have one concept, that is life. It is life, there is life. As an educator, we are working towards this particular concept. Now, our life as an educator is a spinning cube. When I say spinning cube, a lot of upskilling, reskilling, continuous learning. We are doing so many things, but we are not able to get the outcome. companies come for hiring, but students are not getting a job. I invited a few people from the industry. They are not helping me. I wanted to pitch in and do a project. It is not successful. So we have got a lot of case studies, positive and negative. So role as an educator, it is a spinning cube. But in life, all the educator who are sitting here, we want to be happy. Anybody disagree? As an educator, I want to be happy. My college should be happy. My students should be happy. And my college should be the best in the education industry. That is one thing we all work. That's a common flow which I talk about. When we are happy, see, we are productive, we build a meaningful relationship, and we feel great. As an educator, if I ask you, everybody will agree. I am coming to college because I want to be productive. I want to touch the life of each and every student. I want to build a relationship with the different stakeholders, that is the government, with the company, with the university, with my own students, my own stakeholders like parents, people who are directly or indirectly involved. I want to build a relationship and I want to feel great. So I say, as an educator, we have lot of choices. I think you all agree. The choice that you make is going to decide whether your college name is there in the industry, whether your college name is there in the ranking, whether your college name is there in the community. When people talk about any admission, whether they talk about your college. So the choices that you make differentiates your college from other institutes across the country. I think everybody will agree. Now, we live in a VUCA world. When I say VUCA world, it's highly volatile. We talk about uncertainty. We don't know what is going to happen. Now everybody is talking about COVID. People are losing job. Campus hiring is not happening. Many companies have shifted from physical to virtual. Today, this conference, normally I should have come to your campus, but today we are doing it through a Zoom platform. So there is a shift from physical to virtual. So we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. It is highly complex. When I say highly complex, uh, reason and effects. When you talk about problems, we talk about repercussions. It is very, very hard to understand. And the world is full of ambiguity. We are not able to understand what is happening. So we are living in a VUCA world. When I talk about VUCA, a small introduction. As teachers from the educational industry, I don't want to explain everything. We will directly go to the topic. So the world is highly volatile because a lot of changes happen. We don't know what will happen in the near future, how the syllabus is going to change, how the what the industry expects. So there is uncertainty, and a number of factors are there which determine the development process. So it's highly complex, and ambiguity information is difficult to interpret. Now, with that note, let me tell you, best practices was yesterday, best thinking is in demand today and tomorrow. So I really appreciate Gangadhara sir and Sabirullah sir for taking the lead with the principal Shivanna sir was taken the lead to have this national webinar. So best practice was yesterday, best thinking is in demand today and tomorrow. Now, we train the students as educators. We want them to be liberal. We want them to be highly exuberant with a lot of positive energy. We want them to be agile. When I talk about agility, I talk about the cognitive abilities of the students. And I want them to collaborate. That is what we have choice-based credit. They study different programs. Autonomous institutions enjoy a different curriculum. People who are affiliated to university follow a different curriculum, but we need to work for this particular model leap through the VUCA world. Now, when we train the students, we train them quickly. We want them to adapt to the changes. We want them to be flexible. We want them to handle the uncertainty. We want them to foresee the problems. We want them to be capable of agile decisions. We want them to solve problems. We want them to be resilient. We want them to be highly vibrant decision makers for tomorrow. So we have a huge responsibility to play as an educator. Now, today we are going to talk about industry academia interlinkages, bridging the skill gap. So I just talked about VUCA world. It's highly volatile, it's highly uncertain, and it's highly complex and ambiguity. So in that world, as an educator, when we prepare the young talents for tomorrow, what all strategies we need to adopt? In a simple formula, I'm going to tell you. Now, let us be very clear. We are preparing students for the robust economy, developing economy. So academy and industry are two important pillars of the economy, and we want both to be in harmony. When I say harmony, industry cannot survive without inputs from academia, because we feed them. We train the students and we give them. In the same way, academia cannot survive alone. We need the support of industry. We want companies to come for hiring. We want companies to give us guest lecture. We want companies to give us projects. We want companies to be a part of our CSR initiatives. We want companies to be a part of our conference. So both work hand in hand, and we talk it as a win-win model. So as an educator, we are going to train, we are going to empower, we are going to enlighten an employment ready workforce tomorrow. We talk about career readiness through competencies. So with that note, let me tell you, uh, every institution, we plan so many activities, but have you ever done an accurate self-assessment on, do you have a ecosystem which will help you to bring industry and connect with the different stakeholders? Please do a accurate self-assessment. Who are the people involved in industry academia cell or industry academia collaboration unit, or it can be a internal quality assurance cell, or whichever department you say, whether you have proper people in place. That is the first question I want to put forward in front of all of you. Now, industry expects a lot, academy expects a lot. That is why today you have taken bridging the skill gap. So industry want a developed, skilled manpower, highly competent, who can give, not create problems, but who can solve the problems which industry is having, who is having a high operational approach. And we need to have certain courses which are aligned with the employer expectations. Now, as an academia, we found a lot of funding, projects. We want a partnership. We want exchange. We want placements. We want both to join together and complete the feasible goals we have. So we have so many. Now, this is a question in front of all of us. Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of this? I gave an insight on VUCA world. If you are given an option, I want you to please unmute, or you can type it in the chat box. Any of the coordinators can support. Can you please type it in the chat box? I showed a small picture. Can anybody tell me what is that? Anybody? This is the picture I shared. Can anybody tell me what is this meaning of this? Anybody?
I request a participant to answer.
Yeah, if they can unmute, you have given a option. Let us discuss, because this is an area where we need to interact. I am also a part of a teaching fraternity in Christu Jayanti. I am now talking to highly intellectual. Yes. Anybody? What is the meaning of this? This particular picture, what is the meaning? If you have not seen, you can also type it in the chat box. Anything you have come across, what is the meaning? Why is it relevant about industry, academia, interlinkages? Now, okay, no issues. Now, if anybody can chat, that will be great. I'm not able to see any answer, but that is fine. Let me tell you, that is fine. Let me tell you, this is a new concept which is there in the corporate world, where we talk about corporate ladder to corporate lattice.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Raghu sir has given his response.
Yeah, let me see.
It's a way to reach the destination,
Okay.
is what he has quoted.
Okay, Raghu sir. Okay, way to reach. Okay, I am able to see. So Raghu sir, thank you so much. It is a way to reach the destination. Any other views on this? Maybe every individual, they are having a smart goal. So I never talk about goals. We need a smart goal, very specific, which is measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Okay. Now I am getting only one response, so I will continue. All can go for a mute. Thank you so much. We are moving from corporate ladder to corporate lattice. Now let me tell you, we are going to develop a talent pool who are going to be a part of this particular pathway. Now, as Raghu sir said, it is right, but there is a difference between corporate ladder and corporate lattice. When you talk about corporate ladder, it is a vertical. You join as an analyst, you go as a senior analyst, then you go as an assistant manager, then you become a manager, then you become a senior manager, you grow in one particular field. When I talk about career lattice, it is nothing but horizontal, vertical, and diagonal growth. Sometimes you join in finance. After 2 years, you move from one role to another role. Now, as a teacher, you will be handling multiple roles. So just connect with what you are doing now. So we are moving from corporate ladder to corporate lattice. This is a very important point which I want to tell you. Only talking about interlinkage will not work. How we prepare a student for this particular journey is the question in front of all of us. Okay. Now, when you talk about ladder, you climb from one role to another role. When you talk about lattice, you move from one role to another role, which is not at all related to what you have done in the past 2 years or 3 years. You do a lot of collaborative work. You develop careers by fostering practice. Earlier, we never had a risk analyst. Now we have a risk analyst. We never had a content analyst. We had only accountant. We have now tax analyst, audit associate, audit analyst, probationary officer, probationary clerk. So you have different opportunities which are going to come. What is the end result? It is all about career lattice. Now, artificial intelligence is going to play a very important role now. So first one I told is, as an educator, we need to know what is happening and we need to fine tune our mindset to be a part of corporate. Now, when I say artificial intelligence, many students say this is a feedback for everybody who are in this particular platform. Sir, I shared my profile to 20 different companies. All the 20 companies, they did not accept my profile. It got rejected. So conducting conferences, doing training program, doing workshop is of no use at the end of the day. We bring somebody, we do all the activities, but my student is not able to get a job. So there is a skill gap. So what we need to do, so every company you see, they have an applicant tracking software. Every company will share a job description where you have keywords. So if your resume and the applicant application resume and the job description keywords are there in the resume, automatically this tracking software will capture. I'm going to give you few examples which is going to definitely make you think. Now, we should help the students to make profiles that will get noticed. So this is the second one. Artificial intelligence is playing a very important role. Then third one, which is very important, is gig economy. We are moving from uh, job to a gig worker. So as a teacher, if you're not aware about what is happening in the corporate world, how can you develop a content which is at a par with industry expectation, where the student will study and he know what is happening? You understand the need and you develop the content. So that is what we do here in Christu Jayanti College. When I say gig worker, now we work, join a company, we are paid an annual package, we work for 10 to 15 years. Even if work is there or not, we are paid the salary. That concept is going to slowly move from the corporate. I am hiring you for a particular project. I will pay you for 1 year, 2 year, till the project gets over. Then I say thank you so much. Or I move from one role to another project, one project to another project. So that is what I said. It is a VUCA world. What all we are doing should have a real linkage with the industry practices. If we don't have, we are outdated. So first thing I told is from corporate ladder to corporate lattice. Then second one I told is about artificial intelligence, which is going to play a very important role in hiring. Third one is we are moving from a normal job or a career to a concept which is called as gig worker. This is going to definitely change in the way in which industry is going to work. Now, we should make the students think. Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. That is one thing which I wanted to share with you today. This is a question I don't want you to answer. This is a question which was there in a lot of competitive examinations, and many of the students were finding it difficult to give the answer of this. Now I will just show it for few seconds. If you can tell me at the end, definitely I will transfer a gift to your place. That is a word from me. This is a so how we help the students to enhance their cognitive abilities is a big question. So we'll discuss about this later. Now here comes a very important concept which is called as cognitive skills. So the curriculum, the activities, the industry academia collaboration should enhance the cognitive abilities of the students, cognitive abilities of the teachers. So there will be lot of experiential learning practices which will enhance your brain-based skills. That is the need of the hour. Now, I don't want to discuss all these aspects. So we have two things when I talk about cognitive, which industry expects. Now, one is cognitive agility. Second one is emotional agility. These are the two areas. So I started with VUCA world. I was talking about corporate ladder to corporate lattice, the role of artificial intelligence, which is going to play. Then I was talking about the gig worker, which is going to transform the way in which things happen in the industry. And at the end of the day, it is not only about education, it is about helping the student to think. As an educator, how you think. So your cognitive agility and emotional agility is going to play a very important picture. Now, never talk about problems. Please try to figure out a solution for a particular problem using your cognitive abilities. Now, let me also tell you, any curriculum which is there in today's higher education institutions, when you talk about theory, we are applying our left brain, but I want also give some brain-based activities like a mind benders, brain games, cognitive ability, brain teasers, which will help the students to enhance the right brain, which is a seat of creativity. So from a linear to a non-linear thinking, and automatically we develop a growth mindset. So talking about industry linkage, As an educator, as a student, the ultimate aim is to have a growth mindset. I can learn. Challenges help me to grow. Failure is an opportunity to grow. My efforts and attitude determine my abilities. Feedback is constructive. I like to try new things. So you are moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. So if you have that mindset only, please talk about industry academia interlinkage. If you don't have that mindset, if you're not getting a freedom to do that, then being a part of that particular center will not help any institution to grow. Now, let me tell you how it will help the institution, it will help the student, it will help the total stakeholders to conquer the world. Very, very important. So I want you to go for a choice. I want you to differentiate. I want you to change the way in which you think. That is one thing I want to tell you. We are talking about events. Now, I am sure that the people who are attending this conference are highly competent to conduct various events. We have been fed up. Last year, Christu Jayanti, we did more than 650 programs, international conferences, national conferences. But at the end of the day, if he's not going to change, giving a visibility, giving a branding, the way in which you think, then please don't do that. Please don't take any initiative. If you are taking an initiative, it should give a real change. But my question to all the educators in this forum is, do you have the time? It's a very big question. We want to do so many things, but do you have the time or time? So one model which I'm going to share with you before we talk about industry academia linkage is ensure that you have a very happy mindset as an educator. Don't end up in any stressful panic, any diseases. So you have a time management grid. Urgent and important, manage. Not urgent and important, you focus. Which is urgent, not important, please avoid. Like that, you delete so many messages from your WhatsApp, from your message window. Why? To get enough space. Not urgent, not important, you limit. So you get a lot of space applying time management grid. Then you will be effective in time management and you will be a competent educator. So first, to have an industry academia linkage is a competent educator with a happy mindset, who is motivated and energized. Please go out of your comfort zone, walk into different tech parks, meet leaders, sacrifice yourself. You care about yourself, you care about your institution, you care about different stakeholders, and you try to develop and you continuously learn. You are willing to commit time, not by chance, but by choice, and you develop a good match. If you cannot do that, we will not talk about. If I am the director, Center for Employability and Corporate Relations of Christu Jayanti College, when entire college is shut across the globe, when things are not happening, today I have the first company who is doing the campus interview, which is Deloitte. Morning, I completed the pre-placement talk. My students are in a virtual campus hiring and the recruitment is going on. I'm able to retain because I'm a person with happy mindset. I am motivated. I am energized. I'm ready. Yesterday, I left my campus 9:50. I created a group. I was giving proper instruction to all the students. So as an educator, please change your mindset. Make a priority matrix. What to do first, what to do next, what to do later, and what should not do. Please have a diary with you. We have hundreds of qualifications which will support us to be a part of this particular journey, but always remember your institution and the students who are in need of a job. Please try to build a competency. So you need to be a person with happy mindset. So priority metrics is very important. Finally, make a smart goal. Very specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound goals for yourself, your college, and for academia and industry. Make a smart timetable. Our journey as an educator is a very, very noble profession ordained by Almighty God. Today I'm talking to you because it is a blessing. Today, first grade college Gauri Bidanur invited me. I feel and deem it a real privilege to talk about a few of my experience which I have for the last 20 years. So when you are a person with a happy mindset, you transfer the knowledge, skills, values, and attitude. That is how you grow. That is how you grow. Now, when you are an educator with a happy mindset, you sell, you match, you become a leader. You are able to sell, your student is able to sell with the industry. That is what I want to tell you. Never think about a project if you don't have a happy mindset, if you cannot change, if you cannot go for a choice. So sell, match, leadership is the strategy which I have learned. Now, uh, okay, let me continue. Now, this is the C's which I want to tell you today for connecting with the VUCA world. From my experience, yesterday night I was sitting making the presentation. It's a practical notes which I have experienced and being successful in this world. What are the C's for connecting with highly volatile, correct, highly complex, correct, highly challenging, highly ambiguous world? Choice, collaboration, communication, critical and creative thinking. So if you are a faculty with a educator with a happy mindset, then only you can apply the 5 C's. The first part I told you what are the changes. So you need to have global awareness competency. Second part I told you happy mindset. Third part 5 C's for connecting with VUCA world. So when I say this, let me start off with the first model which I'm going to talk to you. You will ask me, why, sir, you are talking about empathy? We all know about empathy. Anybody, can you type it in the chat box? Empathy and academia industry interlinkages, how it is connected. Anybody can share in the chat box. Empathy and industry academia interlinkages, how it is interconnected. Anybody who can share in the chat box, I'll be very happy. Because my reason to come here is not only to share what I know. I want to learn from everybody. Anybody who can type. What is empathy when you talk about academia, industry, interlinkage? Okay, not an issue, let me proceed. We are able to understand the pains and problem of the ecosystem. Now, when you talk about industry, academia, interlinkages, you should first understand the pains and problems of industry, pains and problems of your institution. There you apply a very important concept, which is called as, before you start off with the industry, academia linkage, you need to
Excuse me,
have,
sir.
yes, somebody is there, ma'am.
Sir, Reema ma'am, she has told by putting oneself in the student's position, the faculty is better able to understand the skill gap. Is
Okay.
called empathy.
Empathy, okay.
And one more response is from Raghu. Academia should know the needs of the industry.
That is what exactly. Thank you so much. We are in the right track. So Reena ma'am told, putting yourself in through the, maybe looking through the eyes of the other person. And Raghu sir said, understanding the pain points of the industry, needs of the industry, very rightly said. Now, to start, you're a faculty with a happy mindset. The first thing is you need to have a beginner's mindset. So the example is this particular camera, Canon. When you buy a camera, it is a fully automatic model, and it is represented with icons. If you see, it is represented with icons. So even though they are in the industry for last 20 years, they think that my customer should have that ease to handle my gadget. That is why, that is where empathy plays a very important picture. Please listen carefully. This is a real case study which I have taken and I wanted to share with you all. So assuming a beginner's mindset. Okay. Now, if we want to empathize, we should always try to adapt the mindset of a beginner. Okay. Now, empathy, when you see the world, when you see the company, when you appreciate everybody, when you understand their feelings, when you communicate with somebody. Yes, you are right, sir. I have a message from Ahmad sir. Thank you so much, Ahmad sir. Very good feedback. Okay. Now, when you are having this empathy, you develop all these skills. Then only you can interlink with industry. If you don't have happy mindset, I am having. Empathy, I am having. Understanding the pain points, putting yourself in other person's shoes. You develop negotiation, collaboration, creativity, emotional connection, and identifying the needs. That is the basis of industry academia linkage. We talk about so many things which is not relevant. We should talk about certain areas which we can do, which is practically possible. So today I'm going to tell you this particular concept which is going to solve all our industry academia linkage is design thinking. That is one thing which I am doing. It starts with empathy. First, you need to understand your institution. Second, the government. Third, the industry. Understand about yourself, whether you are capable of going and talking to a company, get things done. Once the company say yes, whether your students are prepared to compete with the industry standards. Third one, think that you are getting a project from a company. Am I competent enough? When I say competency, knowledge, skill, behavior, and attitude to complete that particular project. Am I okay to conduct an employability conclave? When I do an employability conclave, how specific it will be? How my students are benefited? How many will get a job outcome? How many will get a letter from the company to attend an interview? Outcome-based industry academia interlinkage process. The solution is design thinking. Each activity, if you apply design thinking model, you will get a solution. So you should start from empathy is what I want to tell you. Now, when you are, okay, nice presentation, very informative. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for all your feedback. I am talking only the practical things which can be applied. I'm not talking anything which is irrelevant. Now, when you talk about design thinking, it starts with empathy. Second one, you are a teacher with happy mindset. You empathize. When you empathize, you have a beginner mindset. Then you become user-centric. See the flow. When you become user-centric, can you identify this logo and the product? Anybody in chat message? Can you identify this company and product? What is it relevant with user-centric? Anybody? Anybody can tell me in the chat box? Yes. Okay, academia should know the need. You are right. Okay, through internships. Okay, internships. Yes, that we'll talk at the end. What do you mean by user-centric? Okay. I think academia should also have empathy towards students while teaching online when there is digital divide. Isn't it, sir? Yes, I agree with that. We will come to it later, ma'am. It is a, okay, Rajesh sir have told correct. Now, when I talk about user-centric, this is a product called as Scotch Bite. Every house we use this product to wash the vessels. 3M company have more than 30,000 patents. A company which is known for innovation, creative thinking. 3M tape, 3M Sixters, 3M mop, everything is a part of 3M posters. Everything we use on a daily life. Why? They were empathetic. They have a mindset of a beginner. They were user-centric. End result is creativity and innovation. Then comes the next part is observation. I know that this picture, everybody will agree. What is the message from this picture? What is the message? Can anybody send it in the chat box? Let us make it highly interactive. What is the message? Anybody? So empathy. Second one is having a beginner mindset. Second one, you become user-centric and you become highly innovative. And the last part is observe. You need to observe what is happening in the, that is why I told gig economy. Tomorrow a student is completing his course. You don't know what is mean by a gig worker. A company is coming to hire your student for a gig offer. You should tell him, this is the new model which is happening in the corporate space. You work for 2 years in a project, you are paid. If there is any further project, you join. Otherwise, you say hi, bye, and leave. That is all about a gig worker. Okay, now this picture talks about Ratan Tata. He was looking at a family during a rainy day, traveling in a two-wheeler. They met with an accident. He was keenly observing. He was empathetic. End result, I want every Indian common man to have a car. End result is Tata Nano. So outcome based. So Tata Nano. So that is how we grow and how we apply the 5 C's. You go for a choice, you collaborate, you communicate, you apply critical and creative thinking. The end result is design thinking process. Now you do empathy mapping. I will go a little fast. You do a, okay, I have got time. You do empathy mapping and you define your problem, which is there in your college. Companies are not coming for campus interview. You can apply design thinking. We don't have MOU signed with companies. It can be a problem. You can come out with a design thinking model where you go through this particular diagram, which I have showed, you empathize, you define the problem, you come out with an idea, you make a prototype simulation, you run it, you assess it. Each problem in your institution can be changed using design thinking model. So I'm going a little fast. Okay. So I don't want to explain all these areas. Now, finally, when you apply design thinking, your college will be a learning organization where your mental models will change. Interconnectedness is there. You become a master in your area. You have a shared vision. My HOD is not responsible. I am also responsible. My principal is there. I am also responsible. My trustee is there. I am also. So you become a team learning. That is how you grow from disconnection to interconnectedness, from linear to circular. We talk about synthesis. We talk about relationship. So please come out with small projects which will have big impact. Okay, now you need to go for a Deming cycle, plan, do, check and act. Now let me talk about Kristu Jayanti Bangalore way of looking at industry academia interlinkages. We do a lot of fest, we do a lot of MDP, we do a lot of conference, we have academia industry innovation series, we have industry institute interaction, we conduct educators meet, we have alumni connect, we have mentoring session, People from the industry come. We do a lot of industrial visit. We have social outreach program. We have career workshop. We have employability conclave. So these are all some of the areas where you work on industry academia linkage, which you all are doing. Not only me, you all are doing, but you need to understand the pain points of your institution, of your student. If you have a course on BCom, you should arrange a program where 3 of your prospective employers are going to come, conduct a program, and at the end of the day, 5 people should get a job. You should be really choosy when you, that is, I say, empathy, understanding the pain points and planning. You do an industrial visit. When you go to a company, at the end of the day, you are building a relationship with the company. That is not over in 1 hour, 2 hour. That will remain for the next 5 years. If you can, if you are a person who can retain that collaboration, please take charge and be a part of industry academia interlinkage cell or center. Okay, then we have MOU with companies. We have got 5-6 modules. One module, an expert from the industry will come and teach. It is an opportunity for him to know the student of your college, the brand, designing curricula. Your people from the industry will be a part. We have lectures where global leaders come and talk. We have leadership series. So we have so many programs. Then very important is when you talk about industry, academia linkages, your college name should be there in all these industry forums. You should not fail. When you talk about Confederation of Indian Industry, Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Federation of Karnataka Chamber of Commerce, National Institute of Personal Management, NHRD. Everywhere your college name should be there. So when you talk about industry institute linkage, you need to first of all be there. Simply you go talk to somebody and you wanted a project, it will not happen. You need to build a relationship. That is what I started. We all want to be happy. When we are happy, we build a meaningful relationship, we are productive, and we feel great. When you feel great, when you are happy, this is what it happens. So you can get a lot of projects, you can get a lot of research and consultancy. We did a project with the Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce. It was a paid project. A couple of projects we are running with private companies. We have social outreach program where we partner with the multinational companies. When they do any CSR work, we ensure that our students are there as a part of coordination. The CAI Innovation Summit, which is there in a 5 and 7-star hotel, I ensure that my students are the coordinators. So you ensure that you are there. Apart from that, we have Center for Continuing Professional Development. We have Center for Life Skills, Center for Soft Skill, Center for NET-SLET coaching, Center for Competitive Examinations. We have a team of faculties who are highly dedicated and committed to this particular center. If you are, we are all happy. If you are not happy, you cannot contribute. Now, come to the last part of my presentation. I wanted to tell you that campus placement is one area where majority of the colleges are facing a lot of challenges. Never bring a company to place students for a namesake. If you network properly, you can bring very good brands. It requires time. We call our placement season as GATE. The 2021, the entire students of my college is given a placement orientation and training program. From September we started, and October 3rd we completed the training program. We talk about placement guidelines. We give them a snapshot about which are all the companies came. We have employability lecture series called as Transcend, where companies which are coming for campus interview will come to the campus and give an employability lecture. We call it as engagement, where the learning and development team will come. Now, let me give you a case study. Whenever a company come for campus hiring and you do the campus hiring on the same day, evening 15 students will take an offer. What is the guarantee all the 15 will join? So there is again a big gap. So we thought we should bring company only for pre-placement talk. The campus recruitment, we will do it later. That is the end result, Udyog Vichar. So understand the empathize with everyone, understand the pain problems. Everybody told, I have a policy where you have to work in a company for a minimum period of 1 year. Everybody told you cannot do it. You will become a failure. Now my student, everyone before they register for campus placement, they write a document that I will work for a minimum period of 1 year. Make them really serious. When the process is in place, automatically your interlinkage will happen. So let me tell you, the key is you need to network. Sitting in your college, no, come out of your comfort zone. Take responsibility. Uh, Talk to companies. Send a professional email. You should be very good in communication. You should have a global awareness. You should have a strategic perspective. So that is all about industry institute linkage. Now, finally, you can do institutional branding. That is all about industry institute linkage. Finally, branding happened. When I talk about branding, visibility is there. Companies will call you, and once you build that brand image for 3-4 years, then you can sit in the chair, you can work, and companies will call you because they know about your college, they know about the discipline and best practices, they know about your initiatives, they know about your students, they know about your competency framework, they have seen your ranking in top tier surveys, and finally your institution is the preferred location for the employer. So my request is, be prepared for leading surveys. I also mentioned NAC NIRF, that is there, where you have different criteria. 3.72, 3.3, 3.72 talks about industry, academia, collaboration. In NIRF also you have equal weightage, like funded projects from companies. Okay, so India Today survey, Business Today survey, Business World survey, Business Standard survey, your institution name should be there. Then you are branding yourself. Automatically industry institute linkage will happen. Now you sit in your place, don't understand the formula, don't understand the model. How can you change? How can you differentiate? It's not possible. My research area is competency skill gap. You name the company, I am there. You name the employer, I am there. When during COVID, we had a lot of issues. I have placed almost 60 students in top-notch companies, Price Waterhouse. Picked up 21 students from my B school for 7 lakhs. If I can do, it is not a wonder. It is a teamwork. It is a collaborative effort from everybody. So please work on all these areas, and always remember, how far you get ahead of me, I'm going to catch you. That is my mentality. Usain Bolt, athlete who was not a studious student in college. His principal identified his talent, gave a trainer, and see his quote, from a very normal family, from a rural village in Jamaica. No matter how you get ahead of me, I am going to catch you. End result, the fastest person in the world, athlete. So learn what it takes to be a great mentor. Spend a lot of time. Be a great mentor. That is what I want to tell you. Be a great mentor. Now, I will pause here before I conclude. I have not concluded. I wanted to now open the floor for, I will also stop. I want to see everybody. You can now please ask question. Let us learn from you how your institution is doing. What are the pain points you have? If I can give you some solution, I will give you. Yes, I think we can give an option.
Sir has muted.
Okay, no. Can we give an option for all the participants?
He's like muted.
Sorry, right. Okay, done. Can you, participants, do you have an option? You can unmute, ask question, or you can send it in the chat box.
Participant should be muted, unmuted.
Unmuted, yes. If you can give an option in Zoom where they can unmute, ask question and go for mute. So
Sir,
that
we can give an option that they can
chat
raise
box.
their hand. They can
Then
raise their
use.
hand. For them, we can just unmute.
Yeah, perfect.
Otherwise, it will be a mess up.
Sure. So you raise your hand and Akshada ma'am will unmute you. Please let us interact. Let us. So normally when I go for any training program, there is no like we have high energy actually. That is very important as an educator. So can you please unmute, ask question, raise your hand, talk to me. What is that we can do as educators to improve the industry academia collaboration? So my formula, I will tell you, I will make a lot of good content. I will go to the company website. I will share the email. 100 companies, if I send, only 10 companies will show a green sign. Then I will talk to them. I will try to find out who is the right contact. Then I will again send an email. Then I talk to them. I fix an appointment. I go. I bring them for industry academia collaboration. Then that relationship networking will continue forever. They become a prestigious partner for my college. That is what I have been doing for the last 20 plus years. So if you have got any queries, you can ask it in the chat box. Please ask questions because we are in the journey. We are together. Where is Raghu sir, Reenu ma'am? They all asked question. Ahmed sir, Shashikumar sir.
Unmute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳಿ.
Yeah.
You have given the option. Yeah, I request the delegates to unmute yourself. You have given an option to unmute yourself if you
And
want to share your views.
Sure. So now you can.
If you have any queries or if you want to share your views, you can unmute yourself and share your views with our resource person.
Can you, Sushant, can you go for a, sir, can you go for a Parvataman's, yeah, can you go for mute? I think some disturbance is coming, yes. Rima, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rima, ma'am, please, ma'am. I'm very happy. So I ensure that people who ask question, definitely I will share a Cadbury Dairy Milk Silk Chocolate to the college. Thank you so much, yes.
Sir, my question is on this particular concept. You had spoken about this ladder theory progression,
Yes.
as well as the lattice one.
Yes.
So which, according to you, is better?
Now, ma'am, it is a shift from corporate ladder to a corporate lattice. So I never said that corporate ladder is not existing. That is good, but the present iGen millennials, they like to do multiple work at the same time. So tomorrow you take finance as a specialization, not necessary you continue your journey there. You have to work in finance, you have to work in marketing, you have to work in HR. Sometimes you work in artificial intelligence, you need to know technology. Sometimes you work in finance and business analytics. So the new normal is corporate lattice. So we need to think and ensure that we train the students on and make them understand. When you study one particular concept, only that will not help you. Tomorrow you will be taking multiple responsibilities. How you train them, groom them, motivate them, develop them for the industry.
So,
That is
so
what
you,
I mentioned, ma'am.
so you believe that it is necessary to introduce a
Yes.
curricula which provides students with this particular
Yeah,
capability to develop their,
yes,
yeah.
we have curricula where nowadays, a student studying marketing, he's having an option to take another two autonomous. We have an option for government and other private colleges. I don't know the curricula, but you should at least have a value added course which will talk them about. Now, let me give a, since Reema ma'am asked, how many students understand the role and go for campus interview? You tell me, ma'am. When a company comes to a campus hiring, Amazon, risk analyst, how many students, how many educators know what do you mean by this particular risk analyst, what they do? So 95 percentage of the students and faculties, we don't know about even a simple concept, probationary officer. So I want the people, then only the industry academia linkage comes. When you understand the pain point, when you empathize, you take that extra mile, you go through Google, you try to find out and you tell the students. Then he goes for camera, see the confidence level. Then he can link better in the same way you going and talking to a company, understanding the requirement and need, you can perform better, you can get projects.
Sure. Thank you,
Ah,
sir.
thank you,
That
thank you.
answers my query.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Next question. We can wonderful. These are some of the very relevant. How many of you are a part of Industry Academy linkage? What all initiatives you are doing? If you can share what you are doing in your college, I'll be very happy to interact. And so my calendar is full. I started the first company today. I have companies lined up on 8th. I have companies on 9th. I have companies on 13th. I work on a very, very aggressive environment, and it's a VUCA world, highly volatile, you know, it's complex, challenging. And if you cannot do that, don't talk about industry academia linkage. So I'm very happy that government first grade college has taken a very unique topic. Many conferences and webinars are going on, but this is a very unique one. If many colleges join together and work as a collaborative joint effort, then I think we can do wonders for the student community. Any other questions? Please ask question. I am shocked now. When questions are not coming, either you understood or I confused you. That is my doubt now. Any questions? So let me take you to the last part of my presentation. I don't have much to share with you. Recently, I participated in a couple of live examples I want to show you. These are all the case studies. These are all the case studies. Now, let me take you through a small presentation. Yes. I don't know. As teachers, once you understand the need, right, you empathize. See here, you can see in every company, top company, there is a heading which is called as university relations. So I attended this particular dean summit for 2020. So I was given an invitation by the managing director of Deloitte, and that is a type of partnership I am talking about. Please go through company website. There is a keep in touch page where you can see empowered educators. You can be an empowered educator. You will get notification from Deloitte, and you become a part of their journey. So they do a lot of research on this particular area. So this is an example which I want to tell you. Every website you go, there is a university relation portal, a website page. In that page, I want you to definitely go through and show that you are there. Okay, so this is a case study which I want to share with you. And one more thing I wanted to show you before I end my presentation is have a clear understanding on the skill report. When we talk about industry academia linkage, every educator should have a understanding about this particular skill report, which CI, AICT, they all have prepared. Understand this particular skill report, where we are heading, and see India hiring intent 2019. You know which sector, which all companies. So have a basic understanding. This is called as a global awareness competency as an educator. You know which sector is booming, why, how I can tap that particular vertical and get more companies. So skill report, you can have a thorough, see design jobs high on demand, hiring intent by work experience, apprenticeship and their practices at work. So as a empowered educator with a growth mindset, I want you to go through all these articles, and please try to be a terrific mentor. Okay, uh, take be a terrific mentor for an IGEN educator. So now the last part is, I asked a puzzle. Definitely the person who is going to answer my question is going to get a gift, a real gift from me. And the question which I asked is, see here, what is the answer for this puzzle when you talk about cognitive capabilities? What is the answer? You can take time. 5 plus 7 plus 6 is equal to 405. 4 plus 8 plus 3 is equal to 882. 9 plus 4 plus 2 is equal to 401. What is the answer for 6 plus 9 plus 3, and what is the logic? This is all about the VUCA world I'm talking about. Highly volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguity. Highly ambiguous. So please ensure that you help the students to think, enhance their cognitive capabilities, make them career ready for the future, and enhance their employability capabilities. Then you start institutional branding and try to connect with companies. That is what I want to tell you. Don't go only for project. No company will give you project. They will ask how many students are working in my company, how many engagements the company and you had. Then only the discussion about project starts. Then only the discussion about networking starts. Okay, so this is a question from me which talks about VUCA world. Many competitive examination, this question is there. If people are able to answer, you are applying your right brain and left brain. You have a very good mental capabilities, and let us travel together in this journey towards excellence. Anything? Let me check the chat box. Anybody is sharing the... Okay. Okay, 542. Rahu, sir or madam, I don't know. Rahu, sir. Raghu, sir only. Okay, not Raghu. Raghu only, I think spelling mistake. Rahu, can you unmute, sir, please?
Yeah.
How you got 542?
Unmute.
Rupal Gupta, I think you can unmute. How you got 542?
Unmute, madam. Okay, it's unmuted, madam. Tell them.
How you got 542 is the question.
Yeah, Raghu and Rupali,
Yes, yes.
please
Rupali
unmute
ma'am.
yourself.
Yeah.
Hello.
Please, you can unmute.
Yes, sir. There is a small correction in my answer, sir.
What is the answer?
502.
502. How you
Yes.
got that answer?
Sir, as per your inputs, like, in the first one,
Hmm.
5 plus 7 plus 6 is equal to 405.
Ah,
In the first letter, that is 5. Uh, it is minus 1 is 4.
ah,
When it is a odd number, like 7,
ah.
we should use 0. Then
Okay.
6 minus 1 is 5.
Okay.
And
So,
like that.
so applying that logic, whether you are getting the answer for the second one, 4 plus 8 plus 3, whether the
Yes,
same logic applies?
yes, so if there is even number, we put it as same, like, 8 only.
Hmm. So what is the answer for 9 plus 4 plus 2? Same logic, whether you are getting 401?
Uh,
No, you
no,
try,
no,
sir.
sir.
No.
No.
So now I really appreciate Rupali ma'am and Rahu sir for trying. When you are
Yes,
giving options only, people will try.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good, very good. But the answer is different. When you talk about logic, the logic should apply in all the three verticals. So let me give you answer. Rahu sir, 5 plus Rupali ma'am, 5 plus 7. What is answer?
5 plus 7 is 12, sir.
12 into 6. Only answer to my question. 12 into
72, sir.
6.
72.
72. 72 into middle number 7.
We have to multiply, no, sir.
Yeah. 504. Please write the answer. 504. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then second one. 4 plus 8.
Yes, sir.
12 into 3. 36.
13,
36
13.
into 8. Write the
Uh,
answer. 288.
yes, sir.
Now you got the logic.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just they have written it in the reverse order. In the same way, 6 plus 9, 15. 15 into 3, 45. 45 into 9. What is the answer?
Okay.
Answer is 504. You will get 405, but the answer is 504. So that is all about cognitive capabilities and making students career ready when they are familiar with what they are going to do. When you are giving plan, prepare, practice, they become automatically confident. So with that note, I wanted to wind up my session here. I don't want to take too much of your time because I know that. So thank you so much, being a wonderful team and being a part of this particular journey. I thank all the teachers for being a part of this webinar. I personally thank the principal and Gangadhara sir. And 1 minute, I'll take the. I wanted to thank everybody before I wind up. Okay. Now, it's a proud privilege and honor to thank everybody who are a part of this national conference. I perform thanks to Sri N.M. Shivashankar Reddy, who is the chief patron, Sri Shivanna M., who is the principal, beloved principal of the Government First Grade College. Heartfelt thanks to Dr. Gangadhara BR, who is the HOD of History and the coordinator of a very important cell, IQAC. Dr. Sabiullah, who is the HOD of Management Studies, and Mrs. Akshada S., who is the Assistant Professor Commerce and Organizing Committee and Coordinating Committee members. My number and details I will share. We can keep in touch. I wanted to share 9632815852. Let me know if anywhere you want to me, any support you require, please keep in touch. And I'm also sharing my official email ID, that is placement@christujayanti.com. If you wanted to keep in touch or any area where we will have a collaboration consultancy, you want us to work, uh, you know, we are happy to coordinate with you. With that note, Thank you and namaskara to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for the wonderful session. Now, I would like to call upon Professor Shivanna M. Principal, GFGC Gauri Bidnoru, to deliver presidential remark.
Good afternoon, all. I deem it privilege to thank you all for actively participating in the national level webinar organized by IQAC of our college. I would like to put forth before you some of my experience. The opportunity for gainful employment depends not only on subject knowledge, but also some other abilities such as creativity, skill, efficiency, leadership, and others. But our institutions are not affording these skills. So the institutions and universities should provide these knowledge to the students. Then I think that the subject knowledge, in addition to the subject knowledge, the knowledge of these abilities, it enable the students to get the jobs in a sector. So the industry academia collaboration will help to bridge the gap of the skill gap. With this, I conclude my talk. I thank you again for your participation in making the webinar successful one. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request Rima L. Kotian, Assistant Professor of English, to deliver vote of thanks.
Thank you, Akshata. Good afternoon, everyone. I consider it my privilege to give the vote of thanks on this occasion. I would like to begin by thanking our resource person for this webinar, Professor Sain B. Matthews, Director, Center for Employability and Corporate Relations, Christu Jayanti College, Autonomous, Bengaluru. It was an excellent session, sir, where you talked about the need for a robust collaboration between academia and industry in order to bridge the skill gap that exists today.
Yes, yes.
From talking about the need for institutions to introduce courses which meet industry expectations, to talking about the skills which a competent educator needs to develop, such as a happy mindset, the 5 C's, as well as empathy. You really enabled us to get a complete understanding. Even a layman could understand what you were talking about. So I'd really like to thank you for that. You also talked about the need for institutional branding and institutional linkage in the present day scenario, which is a need. And we hope that all those who have attended the webinar will continue to work on that. Here, I would also like to thank Reverend Dr. Augustine George, the Principal, Christu Jayanti College, for sending such an erudite resource person for this webinar. I extend my thanks to Professor Shivanna M., Principal, Government First Grade College, Gauri Bidnoor, for supporting the IQAC of our college in all its endeavors. I would also like to thank our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Gangadharaya BR, whose initiatives and guidance have enabled us to conceptualize this webinar. I also thank our IQAC co-coordinators, Dr. Zabiullah, HOD of Management Studies, and Akshata S., Assistant Professor of Commerce, for their sincere efforts in organizing this webinar. I also thank our technical expert, Bhumika Ji, for enabling us to run this webinar smoothly. I extend my thanks to both the teaching and non-teaching staff of our institution for their support. Last but not the least, I would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to our participants who have helped make this webinar a success. We look forward to your active participation in further such webinars organized by our institutions. So thank you again. Thank you one and all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rima ma'am. Thank you, everyone. I would like to remind the delegates to fill in and submit the feedback forms, which is sent, feedback form link, which is sent to your chat box. Please check and please fill in your feedback, and your certificate will be received through your mail ID. Thank you so much. Thank you one and all for being a part of this webinar. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, John, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Rima, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for being a part of it.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Dear participants, as we have already posted the feedback link in the chat box of Zoom, please use this feedback link to provide your feedback, and we will not be providing the feedback link in any other platform. Please make sure you are going to give us the feedback. Thank you. Thank you so much. In case of anything, please do call us. Okay. Close ಮಾಡಬೇಡ.